What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we have an NFL rumor that has literally just came out, and I've gotten a lot of comments in my last video, and I've been reading through them, and I'm like, wow, a lot of people are saying the same thing. I was like, okay, I gotta find it. So I actually, went online, I'm looking for this stuff, and boom, I get an alert. Okay, Bleacher Report, boom, it says this, NFL rumors, Dolphins want to trade for Lions number 3 pick without giving up number 5. What? Okay, now look, we're just going to be sitting here having a nice little conversation. This is interesting as heck. Obviously, trading back is something that we are all in for. I think most of us are okay with trading back. Some people don't want to, but that's probably because they probably want Isaiah Simmons. I mean, that's usually what it is. Obviously, no one wants to trade back if we get Chase Young, but they probably want Isaiah Simmons. I have no problem with that because we are worried that there's that chance that, Isaiah Simmons is gone. So why in the world did the Dolphins want to trade up? Well, it's been reported that they're looking to trade up not for Tua, but instead to trade up for an offensive tackle. Yeah, an offensive tackle. Now, if they trade up with the Detroit Lions, then the Chargers probably wouldn't be able to trade with the Detroit Lions, or they would have to offer something better to move up. So they're probably thinking they're safe with Tua and that the Chargers are going to take Justin Herbert if they want to. I'm just assuming because they're trying to stay at 5. That's probably why they're trying to stay at 5 to take Tua or Herbert, whichever one they want. They're probably trying to keep that 5 pick so they can take a quarterback. My initial thought was, okay, wait a minute. Maybe they're trying to rock with Josh Rosen. I mean, it makes sense. I like Josh Rosen coming out of college. I mean, they have the opportunity to build around him without giving up picks. They've had money. They can build around him. We know that quarterbacks can't be successful without a team. All right, Matthew Stafford is a prime example. You need to put a team around a quarterback, all right? Doesn't matter if you get Tua. Doesn't matter if you get Justin Herbert. Doesn't matter if you get Jordan Love, Jake Fromm. Doesn't matter. You got to have a team around him. So they could build a team with all the picks they have and rock with Josh Rosen, but because they want to keep that number 5 pick, to me, it looks like, well, either they can use that 5 to then trade back and acquire some more picks again, or take Tua or Herbert. So I'm assuming they're looking for a quarterback as well. Now, if they trade up to number 3 and don't give us number 5, that's a hard pill for us Detroit Lions fans to swallow. That would be a lot of ground for the Lions to make up, while we know that if you guys watched my video on Bob Quinn has said that he doesn't want to go back too far. He wants to stay in that tier 1 type of players, didn't talk about how many players were there. That way, he can have that talent level without losing that value. But if they were willing to trade back past number 5, the second highest pick that Dolphins do have in this draft is 18. So Lions would be at least dropping back to number 18 in this year's class. Now, Dolphins really don't have any players to offer, just draft capital. So we're going to be dropping back to number 18 in the draft, most likely if they don't give us number 5. That's a long way to fall. And you're talking 18, you're talking Christian Fulton, possibly Javon Kinlaw if he falls. I don't know, though. I'm not too confident with that. I would love for him to fall. I'm just not too confident. I really think the 49ers may take him. Some of the top wide receivers would be out there probably. That's a long way. Cesar Ruiz might be your first pick then at number 18. AJ Epinesa, Yetur Gross-Matos, but you're losing out on Isaiah Simmons, Jeffrey Okudah, Derrick Brown, probably Javon Kinlaw, one of the top offensive tackle. I mean, there may be one offensive lineman out there still available. I don't know who because there is a lot. But the thought is here that, they're wanting to trade up. So now, first of all, why would the Dolphins want to trade up? What is the point of moving up to number 3? Like, why would you do that for a tackle? Well, it's because of the Giants sitting at number 4, and the thought is they may go after a tackle. The thought has been for a while now the Giants are either going to go offensive tackle or Isaiah Simmons. That's kind of what we've narrowed it down to. So they must believe that the Giants could take an offensive tackle that they want. I'm of the mindset that could be Tristan Wirfs. I could definitely see Wirfs being off the board first. I don't know who it is. I honestly don't. It could be Andrew Thomas. Could be Wills. Probably not Wills. Could be Mekhi Becton. I'm not sure. I'm thinking it's Tristan Wirfs, but that part really doesn't matter because they're trying to move up to pass the Giants so that way they can get their offensive tackle, the one that they like most, keep number 5 so they can probably get a quarterback. Now, this is weird because the Giants sitting at number 4 now I'm thinking a little bit. There are really 4 great offensive tackles early in this draft that could go. Andrew Thomas, Tristan Wirfs, Jedrick Wills, or Mekhi Becton. Those 4 could go very, very early. So the thought here is that, hey, okay, well, what if the Lions trade back, and acquire 5? Well, they can't acquire number 5. So it doesn't really matter what the Giants do at this point. If this happens and the Lions move past number 5 and they move back to 18, doesn't matter what the Giants do because the Lions aren't in play for Isaiah Simmons unless they try to move back up, which would be very, very hard to move up that high. You might as well just stay where you are. So moving back to 18, I really just want to talk. I mean, I don't even know if this is any bit of a possibility. Let's look at what they have right now. They have the 5th overall pick, which they wouldn't be giving us. They have 18, 26, 39, 56, 70, 141, 153, 154, 173, 185, 227, 246, 251. They have tons of picks. They're not going to give us number 5. So we need a huge return. I mean, throwing out the trade value chart for a second because that's what Bob Quinn said to do. You got to get a hefty return knowing that the Lions' first pick will come at 18. That's 15 picks difference. 15 picks. That's a long way. Now, you could move up to like 14 or something, like I'm thinking you would probably do to get a Javon Kinlaw. That's what I would do. I would absolutely try to move up to like 12 or something and get Kinlaw if I did this. But if I'm going back to 18, I'm asking for 18. I'm asking for 26. That way you have 18, 26, and 35. Now you got 3 picks close together. I'm asking for 39. Okay, that's 3 picks in a row. So now you got 18, 26, 35, 39. And I got to ask for a little bit more, too. I got to probably ask for 141 and 173. I'm asking for tons of picks because the move back past, I mean, you are missing out on tons of talent. I don't think the Lions will do this. The way I've heard Bob Quinn, I don't think he's going to go this route. I know everybody's coming up with their, ideas. Oh, he's interested in Isaiah Simmons, or he's not interested in Isaiah Simmons. I don't think Bob Quinn's going to tell who he's going after. I would not be shocked if he took Derrick Brown. I would not be shocked if he took Isaiah Simmons. I would not be shocked if he took Jeffrey Okudah. I can see all of these guys. I don't think he's going to completely come out and tell us. I would not be shocked if we went offensive line first round if we moved back. Would not shock me at all because that's what Bob Quinn likes to do, and we have a need there. So really, when it comes down to it, trading back and not taking number 5 in return, you're going to be asking for a lot. And Lions, if they did pull this off, they would have tons of picks. But I'm saying if the Lions do make this move, which I don't think they will, I'm going to be honest, I don't think this is going to happen. If they did make this move, you got to trade back up. You got to trade back up to 13 probably with the Niners because, hey, the Niners want to move back. They have 13 and 31. Niners want to move back in this draft to acquire a second-round pick, probably. So maybe, you move up to 13, you give them 18, and you give them maybe, let's see, what did you take from them? You took... Let's say, for example, you took 18, 26, 39, and you took 141, you took 173. Maybe you give them 141, and you give them 18, and maybe a 7th-round pick. You move up to that spot, and you take Javon Kinlaw, right? You take Javon Kinlaw at 13. Then you have a pick at 26. And at 26, you could go Christian Fulton. You could go Trayvon Diggs, Cameron Dancer. You go with an edge rusher, which... you could go that route if you wanted to really pair 2 defensive linemen, I guess. You could go with offensive line. You go Cesar Ruiz, finish out that guard spot. Then you would have 2 second-round picks where you could go maybe a top running back and a cornerback. It would be wild. I just wanted to give you guys this. What are you guys' thoughts? What are you asking for? I'm asking for a boatload if we move back this far. That would be insane. Again, these are all rumors, so it's just talk right now. But, whoa, oh my gosh. The draft would definitely be exciting. I'm not saying they should do it or shouldn't do it. I'm just saying you're going to have to ask for tons in return. Yeah, I don't see the Lions doing it. I'm going to be honest. I don't see the Lions making a trade back that far. I just think Bob Quinn wants to stay in the top 6. And if he's going to move back, the Dolphins are going to have to give you 5. Just because they don't want to give you 5 doesn't mean they ain't going to give it to you. Dolphins, if you want to go to 3, you're giving us 5. That's what Bob Quinn's going to say. I can already hear it coming out of his mouth. Dolphins, that's cool and all, but you're giving us 5 in a second-round pick. If you ain't going to do that, no deal. I mean, I think that's how it'll be. Moving back to 18, you're going to pretty much have to give us all your picks. I think Bob Quinn's going to be harsh with that. So we'll see what happens. This is insane. Thank you, Brad, for watching, and I'm out.